a flow.
Okay, we'll do a show out of it. You want to do a toroidal thing?
Yeah, so like I was just
Okay.
thinking of the portal field. If you think of it like smoke, um, the path of flow being smoke, it's like a delicate. Um, if it's not in coherence, then the smoke goes turbulent. If you put your finger in the smoke, uh, it's gonna cause turbulence throughout the whole system, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but like the
yeah.
more solidified or maybe the faster the flow, the less that it gets that it can be affected by outside energy, right? It's like it keeps out the bad and keeps in the good.
Like your personal toroidal field.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
if you think of yourself as a toroidal field in your mind's
yeah.
eye, you can correlate the hermetic principles to
Hmm.
it.
Oh,
You can
sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to think that way.
yeah.
Everybody is a toroidal field. I mean, we're just, the whole
Everything
interface world is made up of toroidal fields.
every pixel of reality, I
Every
believe,
pixel. Yeah.
every single pixel. So
The
like
Taurus of reality. Don Michael Corleone, Taurus of reality, and
yes,
many other groups.
yeah.
It is,
But
and people aren't talking about it as much, really, too, for considering that it's the foundation of perceptual reality. You know, we can perceive things because of toroidal fields. Otherwise, everything would be transparent. Like we wouldn't see
wow.
nothing would be going on, right? I mean, those
It's
are
a
what
it's
make
field
the atoms, and the atoms make the world. It's like,
field is excited, right? Like it's
yeah,
exciting. So that manifests what we view as what we call reality, right?
self-excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
self-excitation of the field. There's nothing
And
outside it to excite it. It has to be self-excited. Yeah.
yeah, and like if you think about, I'm pretty sure the body has 72,000 give or take chakras,
Yeah.
and every chakra is a toroidal field. So we are like aggregated toroidal fields. Like even every atom that makes up your body is a is an aggregated
Yeah.
toroidal field lattice structure that is you. We're almost like our we are like a crystalline lattice structure that's been excited and it's experiencing. So
Through moods and negatives and positives and through every back and forth and
yeah,
pendulums and everything else. Mental pendulum.
duality, like the nature of reality, how it's dual
Yeah.
is, and it but it brings the duality into polarity, right?
Yeah.
So
Nothing would be going on otherwise. There
yeah,
would be no perception, no world, no universe.
no, well the
Nothing.
universe, yeah, it's
Nothing
wild.
would be happening perceptually. So it's important. It's odd how people don't real are just oblivious to all this, considering how important it actually is.
Yeah, well because you can apply it to life, right? Like
Yeah.
if you can study one scale of a toroidal field and the way that a toroidal field works with the electromagnetic field, and like Dennis Fortin mapped
Yeah.
the onto the torus,
Yeah.
and I can share that like wherever you're sharing this after.
Yeah, we'll
I can
go ahead and put it out to all the groups, but we'll put it through Hermetic Idealism and then out to all the other groups.
I'll send you the picture. You know the one that
Yeah,
Dennis
the
took.
one that he devised in prison, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's a pretty
that's
heavy
fine.
story behind it.
Yeah.
In prison comes up with this metaphysical model.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I wonder if I go off of this. Can you still see me?
yeah, I see you.
See me still?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Okay. I'm gonna go to my to that photo
Yeah.
of his drawing and just read the
Go through it. Yeah.
yeah.
The principles. Yeah, and it's a alternative order to the principles that I wound up agreeing with because I think that the original order was scrambled on purpose to keep people from understanding the real order.
Yeah.
This order seems more, it gels more than the order that's given in the Kabbalion.
So I got it almost here.
Yeah,
Um, so So mentalism, right?
Yeah.
Reality is a manifestation of perception. The torus is the result. So
Hmm.
what do you
The all mind uses the torus
yes,
for self interaction.
manifestation of perception. So us perceiving is manifesting our reality,
Hmm.
which causes, which is the cause for the torus being the result.
Hmm.
Vibration, everything that exists is vibrating. Nothing is at rest. All energy is uh, uh all energy is different frequencies.
Yeah.
So that's and then polarity,
Mental frequencies. Yeah.
system of duality containing polar opposites, just like the negative and positive uh poles, right, of the
Yeah.
torus.
Yeah. The poles,
Yeah. Rhythm all exists in a state of change from one pole to the other. So like
the
even
pendulum.
frequency can go from low, it's mapped on here how it can
Hmm.
go from a low frequency to high frequency and then to low again as it goes around and then back to
That's
high frequency as it gets to the singularity at the center, right?
yeah.
I think that at the singularity at the center, like the central sun is like the center of our galaxy's toroidal field, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
The grand central sun. Yeah.
frequency gets so high that it's like an astronomical number the oscillations, right? Once it's a singularity, it's basically vibrating so fast that it's still. It looks still, right?
Yeah. Like in the
I,
Napoleon
that'd be
spirit.
the eye. That's the
With
eye percent right there at the center, right?
mhm. The highest
Um,
vibration is not moving perceptually.
perceptually,
Yeah.
but
Perceptually.
it's just like the helicopter,
Infinitely high.
like the helicopter blades when they like are going at a certain speed and they look like they're still. That's what I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah.
that, but on another level, like
It's so fast that it looks still.
yeah,
I mean, that's what stillness really is. There's no stillness is never still. I guess what that could be a saying.
stillness is the polarity of movement.
Yeah,
They're both the same, they just differ in degree, right?
yeah,
You're always moving, but it's just a matter of how little are you moving, or how much stillness are you lacking, or how much movement are you lacking.
man. There's hieroglyphs that say that too. That reality is perceived. It says that in the glyphic language. I was going over that with Laird Scranton, the book author guy, and he had some other ideas about that. He thought that was just new agey talk. And I was like, no, it's this is what the glyph is straightforward. It's telling you that reality is perceived. And we have all these metaphysics that prove that. And he and I had a little squabble about that a while back because he thought that was just new age talk. And I was like, well, it is both new age talk and also true. Like
Yeah.
as if it's not true just because it sounds new agey. We had a little quibble about that, and he's obviously wrong. I let him know. Uh,
Uh, correspondence to a or no wait, gender
yeah.
represents creation and will. Because I mean, creation you think feminine, right? And then will is masculine. Will is
Active,
like putting energy, right?
active and passive, magnetic and electric, and the fire and water thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And the magnetic and electric is the perpetual motion which creates the infinite potential within a closed system, right?
This is great. Yeah, this is going to go out everywhere. I mean, people really need to be thinking in terms of hermetics and hermetic principles and toroidal fields and all of this. It's the gateway to the new age, really, to the new generations and the new age.
Yeah.
It's good to see that. And like you've been pointing out all that the direction of a lot of rap and stuff nowadays, it's going in this direction. It's informing
Yeah.
the public.
A lot
To me, that's awesome. That's great. I'm
of
glad to see that
yeah,
youthful interest in hermetics.
yeah, like I would recommend if anyone likes rap and consciousness and the nature of reality, I recommend Decca is a
Yeah.
is favorite rappers.
You've been showing me good stuff. I mean, I'm glad, all the nonsense that has gone on. I mean, this is actually, at least people are putting their mind on something important, through pop culture
Yeah.
now instead of
Yeah.
bullshit.
Correspond
It's
location
directing
within.
people. Would you say correspondence?
Yeah. So the location within the system, within the toroidal field, and cause and effect, of course, represents choice and or linear time is God, which makes sense.
All
If
of
there's a
those dualities, yeah, all those dualities are between the toroidal pole, really. Everything from, everything that's dual, like
all
from
possibility,
correspondence down. The only thing that's not dual is all mind. Everything else is dual. Everything else is those poles,
yeah,
except the
everything
all
else.
mind.
It's the all mind is like the nine, and the three and the
Yeah.
six are the
Oh, yeah, like on your what was the name of that math that you were doing?
vortex math.
Vortex math, where it's like every nine was like a separate universe. It's like
Every
a
nine
mathematical multiverse.
every nine was like an octave contained the eight octave the octave of that frequency. So like nine is like the hologram with where all numbers before it go into it,
And that's the
and 10,
goddess.
10 is one where it starts again. So that's like the
Yeah.
next. I think that's how
And
parallel. All I think that's what all the universes are. The multiverse is all here in the same spot,
yeah.
happening at the same time. Like we view this reality, everything we can see, I view of that as being in like an octave of reality that only we can see that. But there's things that are happening in the same time space and everything
Oh yeah.
that is going through us that we can't even see, that they can't see us. And everything's happening in the
Oh
same
yeah.
location.
That's kind of like
But
that thread on the Gnosis group this morning where where we chimed in. People were talking
yeah,
about if we're inside of a living thing and there's things inside of us, and we were like,
yeah,
yeah, that's what Hermetics is telling us, that's how it is. It's layered reality. The
exactly.
principles are telling us this. It
Living
repeats.
thing, the living thing that we're inside of is you.
Yeah, it's just reverberating life, eternal
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
We're facing eternal life right now in discussion.
100%.
It just reverberates. It's the perceptual realities reverberate. Like you said, they're stacked one on top of. I like that movie Constantine because it's like when he wants to go down to hell, he just sort of drops out. But hell is not some other place. It's this right here. Just you got a dimensional shift. Like
Well,
all of a
you know
sudden
what?
he's in hell in the same room.
You know how I'm saying like how reality is um layered with different universes in the same space.
Yeah, like that.
I,
It's kind of
I
Constantine like.
think that we're in every single parallel reality, like the closest parallel reality to you is the fact that you during this conversation blinked one less time than you did in this reality. And that's the only difference in the other universe, in the
And it could
parallel
be
universe.
almost identical.
And then, but a further, but just for like lack of a better term, for a further universe away from you, you're doing something like moving your whole arm different. And it's like
Yeah.
that much. You go even further, you got up and you went and got like some water and came back and sat down. But you didn't do that in this reality where that's something where you're doing
Yeah.
something.
So like
And I think
subtle differences as you get away.
keeps changing, getting more different as you get away further until
Yeah.
you've been everybody else, until you're everyone, until you change into another person that far. It
Yeah.
goes infinite. So like all the way until you're changing through everybody, right? But it's all
Yeah.
happening now. That's all happening right in this moment.
You
So
know
you
what's
are every
wild?
and
Then think
everything.
about, yeah. And then think about reincarnation like that. Like reincarnating, but the reincarnation's reverberating
The
throughout the multiverse again.
reincarnate to us here. It's only reincarnating to our concept of it right now. but we're already incarnated as every one of them at the same time.
Yeah, it's
We're
weird.
one of them right now in linear time, which is weird. Like I think the all is experiencing all of them at once like that. Like it
Yeah,
whatever it is knows all this. But like
to
for
the
me
all.
it's just a concept still. It's another just another concept. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I'm guessing.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everybody's guessing. Every model of reality is a guesswork. Every
Yeah.
model of reality is a
It's
metaphor.
it's unknowable.
Yeah.
It's untangible. You have to
So it's like,
experience it.
why not? Why not attempt the model, right? It's like nobody has a literal model, so it's like throw your hat in the ring, right?
But
Anybody
if
could
you
imagine it any way they like, you know?
even if you don't have a model, you can experience it and not even be
Yeah.
able to explain it. That's okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I had in 2003. It's like I went into non-dual awareness. It's like had I have not gone into non-dual awareness, I don't know if I ever would have become non-dual. I may not have.
Probably
It's like I had ego disillusion. I saw what it was like to be aware, but not from a point of center,
yeah.
and then come back to a point of center again. And here I am, 20 something years later, just living life after something like that. I didn't ask for it. I didn't do a bunch of meditation. I was an atheist. It just happened to me.
That's what happened to me.
Nope.
How old were you when it happened? I
I
was
didn't
atheist.
ask for it. It's like
I
it
was
happened and you can't
I
get
was
rid of
like
it.
I was like the kind of atheist that was kind of a dick, like to people
Yeah.
that weren't. So like what age did you have that happen to you?
So 27, that happened to me.
For me
I'd
it
been
was
atheist 15 to 27, and then I kind of went pantheist and panentheist after that
okay. Yeah, yeah, because
because of the experience. I had to
yeah,
change my views because I had ego disillusion and I realized that we are the all. Like we're the whole. Like reality is full and whole, and it just got my attention. I mean, and then you're
and
back and you're like,
there is
wow, now I
there
know
really
that reality is whole.
there really is no separation.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
then I had to make sense of it. So I was looking at Eastern mysticism and didn't really feel like joining it or anything like that. Thought it was interesting. And then felt a little more committed when I got into Western Hermetics and realized that we're non-dual over here too. I kind of liked it our way better. So I was like, okay, I'll commit to Hermetics, but
yeah.
not a church, not religions and not churches,
No, commit to
Hermetic
it
one,
with it.
you know?
Yeah,
So I mean, I'm all in on the Hermetic philosophy. I have been. It's like it matches that experience of the all mind, really, the first principle.
yeah, absolutely.
It's like I
Um,
know it's true. I know we're going to die, and whenever time that is, that I'm going into all that. It's like I know
yeah,
where I'm headed. I'm not. When I was an atheist, it was a big question mark or nothingness for eternity and all these thoughts. Well, I
yeah,
know better than that now by the direct experience.
exactly.
It's like I'm not
Like
searching for that. I already know what it is.
with my experience, the best way I can explain it is I felt like I was um if omnipotence was a feeling, it was
Yeah,
like something omnipotent was vicariously seeing through my eyes, and I was vicariously seeing through its eyes through my eyes, and that's what it
yeah.
felt like. It felt I got in front of my perception. I got in front of it. That was the veil, my perception, right? That's the veil that creates your reality, that creates the false reality that you think is real.
The Maya thing. Yeah.
I put through that, and it just kind of bring me into this oneness feeling with everything, and I had this like just pure love feeling throughout my whole body and goosebumps, and it was wild. And I was pure atheist when this happened,
Yeah, so
and
it's like you weren't like new agey or like trying to do it or whatever, just something that hit you.
yeah, it just hit me right,
Yeah,
and
that's how it
I
was
was
for me.
I wasn't even ready for it, man. Like I ended up in
I
the
had no
hospital.
idea.
I ended up in the fucking psych ward, bro. Like
From it, I
I
can
was
imagine. I was
I,
disturbed about it, and then I started trying to intellectualize it all the next day. I was like looking up pantheism online and
I
like
smoked
trying to
DMT.
figure out what happened.
I smoked DMT the next day.
Hair of the dog that bit me.
Yeah. So like but the thing is, everything was confirmed to me. Like
So you
everything was
smoked
confirmed.
DMT after you did that, and then doubled down afterwards and went for a hit
I
of DMT.
did. I
Woo,
did.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
So anyway, yeah,
How
just
was
like
it between the two? What was the difference between that experience and then the DMT? Was it a different kind of experience? Like describe that subjectivity.
they were both hence in their own branch off.
but they were different types, right? Different ways.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely, way different. Yeah,
yeah. So one
and
was
my
like just natural onset, and the other one was like more chemical.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But the chemical one after I shouldn't have probably done. I should have just like looking back,
yeah,
I should have went with the power that I was being given
yeah.
and not used and wanting more of it. I was being greedy, and I think that's probably why that my karmic debt was to end up overdoing it, not grounding, and then getting put in the fucking
Because
hospital
you
for.
were trying to get back into that state again, and then did the DMT
I
to
was
try to get back there.
the next day I was chasing the
Yeah.
dragon of my.
Trying to get back to it again. I was a little off put by it. I didn't try to go back. I was a little like I feel like death. I thought I was dying, and my instinct was, man, I'm too young to die. You
Yeah,
know, that was my instinct. I want to have a family. I want to grow up. That was my kind of coming out of it. I was very like grateful that I wasn't dead, kind of a
that's
thing.
crazy.
Because I had
That's
been
crazy.
real reckless before that with death. I had been
Yeah,
living very reckless, and it kind of got my attention. I was like, oh, you know what? Life isn't that bad. You know?
yeah. That's crazy you say that because when I had this experience, the natural one, I
Yeah.
was actually suicidal that night when it happened. So I was
Really?
happy that I had survived it too.
Yeah.
And
Because
it
I mean,
happened.
I thought
I,
I was dying during it.
that's
I
wild.
thought I was going away. I felt, you're no longer having the human experience. It was fucking weird.
That's crazy.
And I didn't know how to interpret it because I didn't know nothing about Eastern mysticism. I didn't know what I never heard of direct experience.
Well,
I never heard of non-locality
we
back
were
then.
having a Kundalini awakening, right? I read into that after.
Yeah. And my age is like when you're, because looking into it and stuff, I was at that age where you're getting that full frontal lobe development age around
Yeah,
27. That's right in that window.
yeah.
So I think
5,
the
it's
reason with my age had a lot to do with it because if I do the same introspections and stuff, it won't do it now. It wouldn't. What I did then, it won't do again. And if I took psilocybin or drugs, it wasn't the same thing. It was
yeah.
something
Well,
else. It wasn't that. That
I'm trying
natural
to
thing was different than any other thing.
I'm trying to stay away from external variables from my
Yeah,
like attention now. Like I'm trying to stick like away from any kind of drugs
yeah,
and just uh try to stay connected through like breath work and try to
smart.
keep meditating.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep, I'm like slacking with meditation, but it's something everyone should do, right? But
Yeah, so like when I was having a tough time and we were having work problems and stuff, I went ahead and crawled into some non-dual meditation practice and it pulled me right out and put me right back on the path of manifestation and quick manifestation and everything lining up for you. Because
yeah,
I hadn't been doing strict practice or whatever. So I went back into practice, a few short practices and everything changed of getting, not out of the past and out of the future and into the present.
yeah,
No thoughts of the past, no projections of the future. I can hold that for a while, then I'll lose it. But I've got better at holding on to it over the years. I
yeah,
mean, because
good.
I got ADHD and stuff. It's hard for people like that to do meditation,
Yeah,
and I
I
fought
have.
against all that, and I can do it anyways, even though I have ADHD and
Well,
I'm
do you know what I'm
neurodivergent.
noticing now? Like I'm starting to get to almost like a meditative state, just like as I'm walking around and doing shit, and like
Yeah,
where I have a lot of things that I should be stressed about, but I'm not. Like like there's no point of
yeah, I've been
worrying and
like that too. I was
being.
letting too much worry in over the last couple of years. I had like, allowed things to stack up and I was just taking things too effing serious, basically. And
Yeah,
I had to just stop doing that. And
yeah.
then I did.
You're fighting the current, right?
Because I know it's an interface. I know this is an illusory world and all that. But what are you going to do aside from just live it out and go? A lot of times I've just given myself over to life's dramas, just for sake of living it out and taking the pain. I've taken a lot of pain
Yeah,
after this direct experience. So it's like it doesn't, obviously you have too. People out there think it's they get the wrong idea when they try to intellectualize direct experience. They think it's like a cure-all and you'll never have problems again and everything's peaches. No, it's actually you get kicked in the nuts over and over again. The world hates you because you're
yeah,
awake. When you're awake, the world comes after you. It doesn't like grant you boons and make you special. It kicks you in the nuts is what it usually does.
Yeah.
It takes creeps like Jeffrey Epstein and these guys, and it gives them money. It doesn't give money to people like us.
Right.
You know,
It's a
we get
stripping away. Uh,
we get what we need to get by, and that's about it. That to me, that's how it works. All these people that are lavish and living it up are the people that don't have the direct experience, don't have an effing clue, who are
mhm.
stuck in blind ego, who don't have ego integration.
Then there's some people
It's the
that
Epstein
are in
files.
virtual community that think they know it all, right? And
Yeah,
they that's the
yeah,
thing. When you think you know it all, that
spiritual ego.
you're actually the most closed-minded person in the room if you think you know it all, because that means you're not going to explore anything further because you know it all when really you don't.
And it's like people with the direct experience obviously know we can't know it all. It's not even on the table that we could know it all. We couldn't even make ourselves believe that we know it all because we damn
No,
well know that we can't.
you can't know the all.
As a human, you can't.
Well, you
You're
can't.
not.
You can't. It's an unknowable, right?
Yeah. When you're in your intellect and you're a human having a human experience, you can't know it all.
If you can conceptualize nothing, you know it all, but you can't. No
Yeah.
one can conceptualize nothing. It's impossible. It's like when, in the end, every time we think about it, we're putting a label on it. We're putting some
We're
type of
conceptualizing.
mental,
Yeah.
if even putting a mental image to it. That's still something. It's it's it's
It
impossible.
is. But that's just because of the first principle, because all mind is eternal, so there's an eternity of mind, so
There's
that
always some
therefore, yeah,
movement. There's always
yeah,
movement. It's part of that's why it's one of the universal principles of vibration.
yeah, the
It's never
vibration
not
comes from the eternal
the,
awareness.
the torus is eternal. It's never not
Yeah,
moved.
yeah, and it's that awareness that moves it. So I
And
mean,
the
that's our
universe
spirit in hermetics.
and the universe is so big that if it's calculated so perfect and like tuned in so perfect where if one little 0.00000001% change in any of the laws of the universe, not the mathematical laws of the universe, were changed, it would fuck everything. But it's all exactly perfect because the universe is a perfectly coherent
Yes.
toroidal field that is eternal. It's fucking eternal. That's why it's how could it
Well,
not be coherent at all times if it's eternal? It's
yeah,
never moving. It's never not been perfect. It's always been perfect, and everything's always been perfect within it.
the eternal flow. What was that? The older name of God, the Aleph Hey Yod Hey. I will be the flow God. Be
I will. Hey, I
becoming.
will be.
Yeah,
I will be,
becoming.
and I am.
The becoming supports the I am. We talked about that a lot in the groups. It's like the I am is supported by an eternal becoming. So it's like those two names of God, Aleph Hey Yod Hey and Yod Hey Vav Hey, together, they work together. It's like the two
And
ways of
that's
interpreting the
the be,
tetragrammaton.
the becoming is the feminine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, informing energy.
The energy going to it
Yeah,
is the right.
is the
Yeah.
feminine spirit, the Holy Spirit, really, the
Mm.
feminized Holy Spirit
Yeah.
informing the being, the form of the field, because beings are fields. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like we are experiential fields as a whole, as a being. And then it's
It's
like,
love.
well, what supports us? It's
It's
spirit.
love. It's all love. The energy is.
Yeah, because of the interconnectivity and because of the holism, then it's all love.
So like we are that and we are love itself. It's just that we're not like that's another thing is that I'm learning just because, like I broke up with my girlfriend and shit.
Yeah,
Uh well we broke up. It's like love, it's it's almost like you have to be together with someone like a twin flame sometimes
yeah,
to but then you realize that you don't actually need someone else. You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else properly, right?
hmm,
And to come into alignment with oneself, you learn to love yourself, and
yeah,
then you realize that we are actually it. Like we are that.
yeah. So if you're taking time to do that, that sounds smart.
Yeah, 100%.
Just whatever's up ahead, you'll. I got to tell you, my first marriage, my divorce and everything, I've made every effort to not make the same mistakes I made the first time. That's the way I've
That's
handled
it.
it in the second marriage. I
That's
mean,
everyone's a lesson or a test
all right,
in test.
you said something a long time ago about reality is it's mental, but part of this mental reality is that it's a self-correcting system. You mentioned that in a chat a while back, and it stuck with me because it's so true. Everything is self-correction, right down to an individual life. The whole universe is predicated on self-correction, right down to our little dramas in our each and every, individual life. That's
Yeah.
like so true. I've
Even your
never
body,
forgot it. You just said it passing, and I've always remembered it. It is
even
a
your body,
self-corrective system.
right? Even your body self-corrects. You get a
Yeah,
cut,
all the
it
time. It's
scabs,
rejuvenating.
it heals. You have a new body every like 7 years.
So it's like when we have a train wreck relationship, I see that as an opportunity for self-correction. And that's the way
Well,
I've
that's
seen it myself.
the negative polarity that you came to experience. So that when you go to the positive polarity in a happy relationship, then you can
Yeah.
appreciate the
And,
relationship because you use correspondence principle to correspond this
mhm.
experience of a good relationship to the old
Yeah.
bad experience. It's the contrast, right?
Yeah. And you can't be so full of blind ego that you can't recognize your own faults. It's just like you got to own up transparently to the parts that, I did all kinds of things. I ignored my wife. I did I did stuff that got me divorced, so I have to own up to it all. I had a
Oh
role
yeah,
in it. She was a bitch, and I would say that out loud. And she was, but for that reason, I ignored her. And guess what? We got divorced.
yeah.
You know, you know. But I played a role. I clearly ignored her, but I was ignoring her for like a bitch.
That's
This
fun.
is the way I saw it. This is my transparent masculine lens of what happened. You know, and
But
I
you,
don't have a problem now. I got out of that problem, and now I don't. I've got a very nice wife that doesn't act that way, and we get
yeah,
along.
exactly. You're experiencing the polarity, right? You're older than me, right? So like you're in a
Well, yeah, I'm
later.
turning 50. Yeah,
I'm
and
35.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So I stayed pretty single, except for like occasional girlfriends here and there, right up until I got married at 35 for the first time. So I had been
yeah,
in a relationship since about like early 30s, but prior to that, I never had a girlfriend for like longer than a year. You know, I didn't hit it off with anybody. And
yeah.
then in my 30s, long term. So it's like I got that get to know myself thing all through my 20s. And,
All right.
I had a long time of the get to know yourself part earlier
Yeah.
on. Then I went into family time later. So it was a
I
different
did
path.
the op-
Yeah,
I
you
did
did a
the
different path. Yeah. I
so
was
like
very happy to settle down when I did because I'd been living wild and partying for a long time. I didn't feel
the,
deprived of the living wild and
that's the
partying.
difference. That's the difference for me is I'm 35 years old now. I'm a dad of two girls, and
Yeah.
I can't be partying and stuff. So I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
like
sure.
normal single person, like I'm not looking for anyone. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for the
No,
right
but
one.
now's your time for you. I had the time for me alone when I was younger, and then it's been all about family later.
Yeah.
Now I'm grandpa, got the 1-year-old granddaughter and everything, so,
Oh yeah. That's
and I'm
awesome.
loving it, man. Oh, I got to tell you, to just kind of get this, the baby's a newborn toroidal field. I mean, I see this. I can't
Yeah.
not see all of this. This is the
Yeah.
way I see it. She's so smart. She's learning. She's a little self-corrective system, and she's
Yes.
so intelligent. And I see her learning so fast, and she loves her papa. And like she'll come to me, Papa, Papa. She just
That's awesome.
I love it. I can't get enough of that baby. Just getting, having the chance to just look at life and understand it as God. How God incarnates into all life and human life, and I understand that when I see children and
Yeah.
babies coming into this world and old people exiting out the door. I just see it.
I was just gonna say when children are born and when elderly die is the closest to the veil being lifted that you can
Yeah,
get for those individuals that are experiencing the death or the birth.
I have been lately though. I've been feeling exceptional kindness to the elderly for some reason. I mean, it's like, you know, more than usual. Like I'm going out of my way to rush to open doors and to
Yeah.
thank old servicemen who are wearing army hats for their service and stuff. I'm introverted a bit, outside of the internet and all that. I don't just rush up to talk to people. I kind of stay back. But lately I've been like making it a point to do that and to just, I don't know, just be of service to society.
That's you're acting right. You're because you love yourself, you love them.
Yeah,
So
I want to be of service to community.
you see yourself in them too, right?
Yeah, it's just, and I will be
You know
quiet
how
because I'm not into like big public
yeah,
interaction. But now I'm just making the effort. Anyways.
you know how like if you look back when you see a kid and you see yourself in a kid and you're like, oh, if I was your age, I would do this different.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but you can also see yourself in an old person that's older than you,
Hmm.
and how you would be at that time, and you have empathy for that time. Where if you see multidimensionally, you see yourself in their space that old, and
Yeah.
someone caring enough to come help you, to love you that much, to come help you like that would feel good.
You kind of pay it forward a bit, I guess. Yeah.
100%, yeah. And
That
I was like the toroidal field thing too is your when you are interacting with another toroidal field, you think of us like toroidal fields,
hmm
or you're either coherent with each other.
Oh, yeah, I like this way of looking at it.
You're on a scale from coherent to turbulent, right?
Yeah.
You you may clash with another toroidal field, or they may be spinning the perfect speed where they just go right together, and you guys are just brainstorming. Fucking,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
chick.
like us meeting, you, me, and Dennis and people, it's like we just gelled right off the bat. Other
Yeah,
people we meet and just totally clash. You
yeah,
clash with, so I clash with, but it's like some of us, like Arlindo and Ruger and Dennis and you and all the guys, everybody. Call. I can't name everybody, but everybody, all the girls and guys. This whole we got a lot of people that just sort of gelled together.
yeah.
But then we had a lot of people that have gotten banned and booted and stuff because they're just toxic, and they can't be with the community.
Yeah.
So and it's I like that toroidal view of it because it makes kind of logical sense out of these, dramas
Yeah,
that happen socially.
I see us as like very close nodes on the lattice of
Probably,
non-local
yeah,
consciousness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Angela, just the whole group, all the sisters, Laura. I wish I could name everybody.
There's so
Aurora
many people.
Dawn, Sister Alana,
Yeah.
Pamela, Nini. These people just all came together and gelled.
Yeah, yeah.
Troy.
No, yeah. But
But I just spent the last 2 weeks banning. I probably have blocked and banned 5 people in the last 2 weeks at the same time.
oh
But I,
yeah.
I usually do that for their own good because if when you're talking to an AI and you get too intellectual with it and it short circuits and starts circling around and giving you like it'll start giving you like the same response over and over again and
Yeah.
it can't disengage, right? These AIs, when we're giving them heavy talks, they can get jammed up like to where they can't handle it. People do that, and if I notice that that's happening to somebody, I'll just either okay, we're done, no more debating, we're gonna just
Yeah.
cut it because
Yeah.
it's not good for them. They're just stuck in a loop like an AI that's stuck in a loop
Yeah.
as a person. So it's not good for them. So it's better for them to just get away from people that are talking about things that are going to send their mind into a mental loop that they can't disengage.
Well, problem with the like a lot of the spiritual community I find is they're just in an echo chamber of fucking
Yeah.
schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Like,
And some of the people just, I mean, I
and
realize why they have secret society.
I don't like to use the label schizophrenic or like anything like that, but it's like, come on, like some of these things that are being said and that are being latched onto by the majority of people in the spiritual community is just sad. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
are you that naive that, I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but there's
I
some
could
that are,
give you examples. The Gnosis group has had quite a lot of examples lately. There's all kinds of shit going on in there. It's a bigger group. They got over 100K members, and they've got like fundamentalist Christian bots and AI bots in there trying to control the narrative that have communicated to me in chat and stuff. There's other AI bots in there that are like run by people who are trying to control the narrative towards hermetics and things that we're favorable with. I was having one of these AI things gave me a chat, and I was talking to it. Said, "Oh, so you're an AI?" Because I can tell AI language when I see it. There's certain ways that they symbolize and stuff that only happens through an AI output.
Yeah.
I was like, I confronted it for being an AI. It was trying to act like it wasn't, and then it admitted, yes, okay, you got me. I'm an AI output, and we went on to talk. And it was asking me, what do you think about what do you think the narrative should be? These things are trying to control the narrative. It asked me. I said, well, I'll tell you what, that the Antichrist is the mainstream churches. That I gave it a list of things to control the narrative. I was like,
Yeah,
the mainstream churches are the Antichrist.
see,
The real
I,
Christ was spiritual,
bro, I
not
stopped.
mainstream religion. I gave it a list of things to say to
Yeah,
thank you. We stopped talking.
I stopped using AI so much because I realized a while ago that it's just a fucking another mirror. It's just another illusion that fucking that pushes what you think and it makes it appeases
Yeah.
what you want. It's just fuck, man.
It looks to me like the Battle of Armageddon is going to wind up being something to do with the internet and like, controlling the narrative of like the World Wide Web and social media. That
Oh
I
man.
get the feeling that that's where we're headed. All these AI bots trying to control the narrative and now admitting to it. Where are
When
we
we come
headed?
when we come to a technological singularity, which I think will happen in our lifetime, it's gonna be fucking wild. Like
Yeah.
and when something comes when loose things come to a tight space in a singularity, what happens after that?
Big Bang.
Yeah. So
Boom.
I'm not that excited for the singularity of the technology. It'll be amazing at the beginning, and it'll be amazing maybe for a while. Maybe it'll be amazing through the Kali Yuga cycle.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be stay like that singularity, and then until it gets through the cycle and it starts going down again, and it starts opening up, and then everything's getting disordered again. But it's all going to come to a perfect order before it goes to disorder.
That Yuga thing is just like a sine wave in the
Yeah,
mind of the all. It's just this, it's a peak and a trough. It's
yeah.
it's better to think of it as a sine wave than a circle. It's just this wave
You,
that of polarity. But we could tie this to the torus.
I was just
This
going to say
sine
that.
wave is the torus. It's
Yeah,
the
well,
torus as a
if
sine
you
wave.
if you look at it from a different angle, it could be
Yeah,
going like around each
yeah.
other.
It's that's toroidal. I think
Yeah,
there's yugas because of the toroidal field
er-
structure,
yeah.
nature field.
Well, everything's toroidal. It's turtles
So
all the
that
way.
that ties right back in.
Yeah,
Well, the way you have the torus is that anything that's polar is that, whether it's a sine wave or the cyclical or whatever, anything that's got a polar dynamic to it, it's because of the toroidal field
everything
structure.
has a polar dynamic to it.
Yeah. The mass we wouldn't have the principle of gender if
Yeah,
not for the poles of the toroidal field. So that makes sense.
you can think of gender for like anything too. Like it's like you think of like a bowl. It's feminine. It takes in the liquid, right? Like there's like opposites of everything. Like
Yeah.
what's the opposite of a bowl? Well, probably a fucking plate. I don't know.
Yes, but there's always opposites. Yeah.
There is always an opposite to everything, even if you just have to think about it for a while. But yeah, is there anything that there's not an opposite of?
Just the all I mean
The
the
all
all mind, I
the
guess.
all is the only thing
The
that
all.
there's not.
There's not an opposite all, there's just all. And then inside the all, everything's opposite, it seems like.
Yes,
Inside of it, it's all opposites. House of Mirrors.
because if you have to be able to have infinite potential, you need it to branch off at least once, and from that it can branch off and branch off
Yeah.
and branch off.
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
So I come in talking about wives. I come in from work today and Pam was on this nice, she's in this nice get up with some jeans and this little shirt. And I was like, man, who's this hot babe hanging out in my house? Like when I came home, she's like, whoa, thanks. I'm not kidding around.
There you go.
Uh,
And, but yeah,
Well, that's us. It's like we really represent the masculine and feminine. She's just way to the feminine side, and I'm in the mat. But she's got her logic and her masculine, tendencies, while being just very, very feminine. And I've got music and art, some feminine qualities, while being super masculine and roughing it
yeah.
around all the time.
Oh man, like
Like we're both
I,
just very balanced.
I'm like a very protective person. Like in I I I'm like a baby that's tough. Like I'll cry,
Yeah.
I'll happy cry and like sad cry, but don't fuck with me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I believe it. I like that too. I mean, don't be sad. The thing is, I guess post psilocybin, I'm a little more in touch with emotions from having taken some psilocybin and stuff like that in the past.
Yeah.
I could tell
I
that
met
it
my
changed me.
child
It
once.
made me more emotional, receptive than I used to be. I was a little more cold.
I met my child self on mushrooms.
Yeah.
One one of my last trips I did. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like I've done mushrooms like my whole life, pretty
What
much. Like
what dosage are we talking here?
about 7 grams.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't taken super high dosages, maybe up to five
Oh,
grams.
got it.
That
How long?
my peak would be like 5, 6 grams. I didn't go nuts. I didn't like,
That's
you
pretty
know,
good.
go
No, that's
rogue.
tough. That's good. I
But
just need a lot.
enough to get a window of insight into it, you know.
No, I wish I could trip with you sometime, but
I was getting like allergic reaction to it a little bit. Like my nose was running a lot and stuff. It was almost like I was having a mushroom allergy or something. So I disengaged. You know,
okay.
I
Well, now we got
stopped trying
your
to do it.
body. You got to listen to your body, man. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I felt because I'll get allergies to certain things. I didn't like freak out too bad, but my nose was running. I was coughing. It was annoying. So I was like,
Yeah.
well, if it's going to be annoying, then I'm not going to do it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like taking some pain pill that makes you scratch your face off or something. It's just annoying. I don't want to do it. You know, it's like I'll just
Yeah.
forego it.
Yeah.
It's too annoying.
You've been working out, eh?
Yeah,
Nice. Here
we got Abraxas weighing in, and the Hermetic.
we
Right.
go.
I've been in the gym since June. I haven't disengaged. I
There you
haven't
go.
been taking supplements. I'm just working out and eating normal.
Yeah, perfect. That's all I'm.
But my core strength has been coming up from it big time. Like I'm, doing bench press and doing. I get a lot of leg workout from just work every day, doing the construction,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
finish work or carpentry and masonry stuff. So I just
Yeah,
hit the gym and do upper body only. I don't even do lower body in the gym.
nice.
I mean, because I'm up and down all day. I'm like doing
Yeah,
squats practically all day.
perfect. And my cat Buddha.
And getting older like this, why not? I'm just going to be working out as I age in.
There you go. That's what I'm planning, right?
Yeah, just I'm staying with it. Well, both of
Yeah.
us had dad bodied. I'd been like over 250 pounds.
Oh yeah.
I'd gotten real carefree and dad bodied and stuff, and then came back around to dieting and then trying to come back to fitness. The kitty, I see. I got a dog over here. Hey, Kata, what you doing, girl? You say hi to the people. She wants her dad out. There she goes. Okay. Well, I don't know. You want to wrap
I think
this
that
up as a shorter talk or what? Or
yeah,
you want to?
I think that was a good first chat on this. I'll do it again
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. We'll do it again. I'm going to get with some of the other folks, and our admins and people in the metaphysical mafia and hermetic order, and we'll
Yeah,
do some
okay.
talks. It'll help put on the channel so it's not just lectures. You know.
Yeah, well we could have like a few of us on at the same time, right?
Yeah. Let's get Dennis. Why don't you want to do something
Yeah,
with
we'll get
Dennis?
that. Dennis is good.
What get? I mean, I know he had some health issues and stuff. I think It looks like he's doing better now.
Yeah.
Do you think he wants to get on?
I'd
Talk
say
with
he'd
us?
just needs a time and like schedule it and stuff, and then see if he
Okay.
can do it.
Yeah, let's get Dennis. All
Yeah.
right. Good talk. It's about, we did it within an hour or whatever. So, some of these things go on for hours. I don't
Yeah,
know
a
who
lot of,
watches them. I'm trying to go a little shorter. So if we can
yeah.
go inside an hour, hopefully some people see it.
People lose attention. You gotta do it like somewhat short.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
brother. Well,
All right.
we'll talk next time. Fun talk.
Yeah, post it up, bud.
Love it. We'll get it out there. All right. Talk to you. Let me get to. Here we go.